Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how components are very powerful when used in React, and we are going to do that through coding. We are going to we are going to create some boxes so that you can understand how components are used in React. So first, uh, you have to create a new React app, and if you don't know how to create a React app, you can check in my last video. I'll leave the link in the description below. So uh, uh, this is a file that I created. I've already created my new React app, and we are just going to do some cleanup before we start coding. So first of all, let me remove the unwanted files. I'll just start our project first. So after creating a new React app, just type in the terminal npm start, and then your project will start. It might take some time. So the project is going to run in our local host. There. So we are just going to do some cleanup before we start coding. So first of all, we are going to remove the setup test.js. Just delete it. And then we are going to remove logo.svg. And another file that we are going to remove is app.test.js. So we have removed the unwanted files, and we are going to clean our app.js file too. So just delete everything from and then we are going to remove the logo that was imported because it is no longer there. So you see our app is now clean. So we are going to start coding. So first of all, we want to create some boxes. So we are going to create a new component, and we are going to call it box.js. RFCE. So that's our new component. And again, we are going to create a .css file so that we can style it. So we are going to create box.css, and then this CSS file we can import it here. So we are going to type import box, box.css, and then we are going to give our box a class name. So we are going to name it, we are going to give it a class name of box with a small, b with a small letter. So we have created our box component, and this box component, we have to call it, for us to render it, this component in our user interface, then we have to import it in our app.js file. So let's import it in our app.js file. Import box from box. So this is how we render a component in our browser. So we are going to say box, and there we go. So if we type something here in our box component, let's say h1 box, and then our box is going to, we are going to see it in our browser. But this thing is being styled by the app.js file, so we didn't clean the app.css. So let us clean our app.css too, so that we can start afresh. Now our app.css file is cleaned too. And so we are going to create our boxes so that we can see how the rendering, how components are much powerful in React. So we are just going to create our boxes. So this is our box that we have created, and this box, we are going to style it in our box.css file. So we are going to type box, and we are going to have our box is going to have a width of 100 pixels and a height also of 100 pixels. And then we are going to have the border of our box is going to be, let's give it a border of 2 pixels, solid, black, so that the edges can be visible. Yeah, that's it with our box. And then we want to put it such that when we hover on our box, the background color is going to be black. So let's say box.box, full column, hover, sorry, so when we hover over our box, we want our background color to be black, and also we want the cursor to be pointed. So our box is created, but this box has been rendered. We have rendered our box in our app component, and now we can see it on our browser. But what if we want our boxes to be many? We can't just copy all these things, because we are going to, if we copy everything, or let's say we want our boxes to be many, we can just copy and paste our boxes. But then if we copy and paste, we are going to have too much code in our project. So React has a pretty much way of rendering a component, too many components on our browser without copying and pasting. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's in our app.js, we are going to say const boxes. Oh, sorry, not after return, but up here. So we are going to say const boxes is equal to, we are going to assign it to an empty array. So this and then we are going to say for let I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 100. So we want to render 100 boxes in our user interface, and then you're going to say I plus plus, and then from here we are going to say we are going to push what we want to render in our user interface. We are going to push it into these boxes. So we are going to say boxes dot push, and then we say box and then we give it keywords. So we are going to say key is equal to I, and then after that we are going to render it in our user interface. So let's say let's put the curly braces so that we can enter into JavaScript. So and after that we are going to say we are going to call these boxes. We are going to render the boxes in our user interface. And that's it. So we have our 100 boxes in our user interface. But our user interface looks a bit ugly. So let us style it so that it can look better. So let's style our app.css. So we are going to say app, and then we are going to say display flex. We are going to, and then next we are going to say flex wrap is equal to wrap, and then justify content center. There. And let us give our boxes some space. Let's say margin. Let's give it a margin of 20 pixels each. There is our box, and this is how powerful components are. And let's say if we try to access our app using different screen sizes, you can see how our components are being rendered in our user interface. So that's how components are really powerful in React. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and see you next in my video.